Hello, it is a no ums video for October the 23rd, 2022. This is no ums video number 38. Jesus Christ, 38 weeks of struggling to get better at vocal presentation. I don't know if there's been any change whatsoever. I guess I could go back and look at old videos and really torture myself and compare it to videos of now. But I already watched one of my videos just before doing this, but I'll get to that. So reporting on doing my exercises, my vocal exercises. I'm continuing to do my vocal exercises each day. It's been good just combining it with my physio exercises. That's been a good thing, especially for the weekends where before I was not getting my physio exercise in, and definitely feeling the consequences of it. It is probably starting to get a little on the stale side. I should take a look at maybe coming up with a little variation on my vocal exercises. So it's just like after a certain point, you stop focusing, you stop having that intent because it's just so rote. So it's probably a good idea to try and mix that up to inject a little variety into things, even though it's been really good to just have that constancy as well. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know how quickly that's going to change. I've got a bunch of different projects I want to do. I may not have the time to switch it up. I'm going to continue doing the vocal exercises, the old ones, until I do get new ones. So yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am with that. I did another I did another exercise from Patsy Rodenberg's The Need for Word books this week, which was all about the length of thought. And I did a video there where the exercise was try and tell a story in as shorter little chunks as possible, then as long as possible, and then try combining the two together. And I did that with sort of the opening scenes of my story that I'm working on at the moment, trying to kind of work it up in various iterations for NaNoWriMo coming up next month. And that was an interesting exercise, even if it was just repeating the story over again, but trying to do it as like, oh, let's do it a little bit more long, short, very sharp, kind of try and hone it down was good, but also kind of opening it up and saying like, oh, what other details, what other kind of grounding stuff is in there. That was useful. And also trying to mix between the two of like, well, what stuff like can you kind of just get to the point to, and other stuff you want to open up about, and making those kind of decisions. That is a good storytelling thing. Did notice my ums, as I'm noticing my ums here as well. This whole thing started with me trying to break myself of the habit of no ums, and it's still very much, even at week 38, it is still very much a vocal tick that I fall back into if I'm not really paying attention to myself. It's interesting how hardwired that is into myself. That can feel discouraging at times, but I'm also aware that there has been some improvement in that there are some videos where I hardly do it at all. It's just discouraging when you get to a video where it's like, oh, I was obviously tired or I was uncertain of my material, and that's where it comes back like a vengeance. So I get both of those, and I have to kind of struggle with, oh, I don't want to do that video again. So do I shelve the video, or do I just say screw it and release the video? And it's a 50-50, and it's discouraging, but it's like, okay, this is hopefully a lesson I am slowly getting, and who knows, maybe one day I'll be dead tired and have no idea what I'm saying, and I won't be umming and ahhing through the entire video. One can only hope. So yeah, that is my check-in with my vocal progress for this week in No Ums video number 38. I've been Jay. More videos later.